kind of cool, really. There's
awesome.
very
I
big
reckon within the next couple of years, Facebook will be worth more than Google.
I don't think couple of years. I think it's going to take a bit longer. I think when they get their ad platform out, I think by the end of 20...
Yeah, the ad platform, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe after 2015, maybe. I'll give it 5 years. But it's going to be a big competitor anyway. Like, at the moment, it's still, like, Microsoft and Google and Apple and stuff. But
can we talk a little bit about the one website idea?
Sure.
Because we want to do the whole, a little bit more Singularity type topics.
Yes.
Singularity, there's a link in the description. Go read the wiki article, what the Singularity is and stuff. The one website idea is based off the recommendation... What?
It's AI.
Yeah, it is, pretty much. The one website idea is basically... I think it's going to come about via recommendation engines. And the idea is that if you have a smart enough system, you shouldn't need to have all these different websites. You should be able to go to one website. It knows what you want. It finds the latest news that you want and just shows it to you in a form that you find desirable.
In the easiest possible way, hey?
Yeah, and so we're talking about not just recommending content, which it would do, but it slightly alters in an automatic algorithm the design, the UE, the interaction, the features, the logos, the colors, just everything. So everything you see on the page will slightly alter, and if it finds
so it's kind of like with BBC, like let's say like the BBC example, you can customize that based on what you like, what stories.
Even more hardcore.
So even have like the UI and stuff, like how you actually interact with the site.
And the features, like I can see this thing creating features on the fly. If it finds that, you know, it can work out how to make a new feature for a particular piece of content, how it's displayed, it'll throw that out to, you know, a couple of million people, see how they respond to it, and if they like it, it'll keep it and alter it a bit and keep going with it. If they don't like it, they'll scrap it in the next thing. Yeah,
and just keep on, wow. If they actually make that platform open for people to create their own features and their own things going in, their own programs.
And the problem is
Facebook platform.
Yeah, the one website idea though, it kills all individual websites.
Well, there's no need the same way as like again. The one program is like being the browser type thing for the operating for the computer. Like, I mean, sure, other programs are still used, but the majority of stuff, or at least it's, the trend, is definitely towards everything being in the browser. So that's become like the program on the computer, whereas before it was all the fights over it.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's a natural progression to have a single website where everything goes through. That like the browser isn't the actual end thing. Of course, it's the servers that you connect to. I don't know where it goes after that, because that's after the one website it becomes.
Well, I think it's about conquering the screens.
Yeah.
It just needs to move on to, like we said before.
It's just another screen, isn't it?
Like we said before, like, okay, laptops, desktops, they have roughly a screen about this size that you run a browser on. All we're doing now is, you know, arranging the pixels and how we interact with them to make it perfect. If the one website idea does that perfectly, then that platform's done. Yeah. This screen's finished. And then the next screen to conquer
it's just screen over screen over screen.
The next screen to conquer then is just the mobile phone, and then you've got the glasses, and then augmented reality, and then it's just... Platform,
a lot of stuff.
Platform chaos. Platform chaos.
It keeps on going.
It's an evolving system.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you want to go into a story, or did you go through... We went through quite a few then. There wasn't really any specific things. It was all about Facebook, really.
Yeah. Well, they got their credits system coming out as well.
No, we've
talked about that before.
That's big. But, yeah. Oh, I've got one about... OkCupid has actually... They do a blog, which is kind of cool. OkCupid's like a place where you know, it's like eHarmony and Match.com, and where you go for dating. You meet people.
Dating.
I've never used it. It's kind of interesting, but this article's kind of cool. It's a blog post about why you should never pay for online dating, and just doing all of these stats and stuff about just saying how it's really bad. And like, it is written by the guy who runs OkCupid, where you don't actually pay for it, and he's pointing out about how Match.com and eHarmony is fundamentally broken, in his words. And he's saying that like, because the amount of people on there, like they say that there's 20 million people on there, but he's got a thing here that there's about 96% of them, of profiles are dead, and you have to pay to message people, and it just gets you into this flowchart of just you're always...
Pay to message people?
Yeah, you can sign up, and you can receive messages for free.
Right.
So you can put your own picture on there, and you see what you're all about, and so you can go there, but as soon as someone messages you, you have to pay money to message them back.
Why would they do that? Surely there are other ways to make money from this thing.
That's what OkCupid did.
Why the fuck are they...
Well, because you can put it up there, and I mean, they advertise like crazy. They've got all that money, so they go on all the networks, and they say, hey, you want to date? Da, da, da. And they've got this cool thing, like, 12 people got married the other day, wherein he actually, 12, then it turns out that you're 12.4 times more likely to get married this year if you don't subscribe to Match.com. So
Right.
That's funny, but yeah. I just had a call. Like I've never actually experienced like any of the dating sites and all of that.
Yeah,
But this is only going to get bigger and bigger. And I mean, relating it back to Facebook again. I wonder if there is a good like Facebook dating app out there.
I think they were mentioned something about that actually.
Really? Who?
They mentioned about putting some kind of dating service into it.
Sweet. That'd work really well.
Like officially, yeah. Because I mean, all that's again another matching recommendation thing. It's like it'd be perfect if the internet told me, here's your perfect match. Go and talk.
Yeah, I know. Look, you like all the same things. You view all the same things. You know what I've noticed?
You two will get along well. Like you're in the same geographical location too, so you know you can hook up. Here you go
nuts. You know what I've noticed recently? That whenever I go to like anyone's house now, like whenever I visit people, everyone is on a screen. Like that, people are very rarely now like just sitting out like chilling. Everyone is like, I walk into anywhere, like doing anything, and they're in front of a glowing rectangle. Like, it stopped. Like,
it's a little weird, isn't it?
It is. Like, when you actually analyse it, that people are, but a symbiotic relationship with this thing.
It's monkeys sitting in front of screens, glowing rectangle screens, organising the pixels.
I've never actually just realised that, like, it just hit me when I went to my girlfriend's place, and it was like, the four of them there.
He doesn't have a girlfriend. Mrs. Palmer?
Yeah, one of 5 sisters. But
no, he does. It's okay.
Look, just because she doesn't acknowledge me as her boyfriend, like I can still go into her house and like eat her food and wear her clothes. It's fine.
Does she talk to you too?
Well, no, she can't actually. It's a ball gag. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
How you do?
Sorry, I completely cut you off. You had a point.
I did have a point, but I don't remember it. No. I was like, yeah, just everyone's in front of computers now that, like, I remember differently as a kid and all that. Maybe I'm looking through rose-colored glasses, but I guess we're always fronting TVs or all of that before, but...
Yeah.
Still.
Or gaming consoles.
Yeah, well, that's true. I was non-stop on the computer. But at least people, like, went out, like, kicked balls and all of that. Maybe I'm just excessively nerdy, and, like, don't get me wrong, I am. But still, wow. That's why I think that, yeah, the dating and all of that, you actually get some recommendation stuff going, like, exactly what you're saying. It's going to be cool. And I mean, that could work well with hookups. Like, I mean, we've already relaxed to that enough that you just go out, you hook up with people, you come back. It's fun.